Welcome back to the channel, Cons Buyers. Would you believe that a simple 1-cent coin could be worth a life-changing amount of money? Well, hold on to your seats because today, we're diving deep into the history, value, and shocking auction prices of the 1960 Lincoln penny. This ultra-rare coin has stunned collectors, with some selling for over $117 million. Could you have one in your pocket? Let's find out. The 1960 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver and features the famous Abraham Lincoln portrait by Victor D. Brenner, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This particular year, however, was unique. 1960 marked a transitional period in U.S. coinage, where both large and small date varieties were struck, causing confusion and excitement among collectors. Not all 1960 pennies are created equal. What makes some of them so incredibly valuable? Here are three major reasons. Small date versus large date. The 1960 penny exists in two variations, small date and large date. The rarer small date version is more desirable among collectors. Doubled die error. Some 1960 pennies show a dramatic doubling on the date and mint mark. These error coins are highly sought after. High-grade condition coins in mint-state condition, MS67 or higher, are extremely rare and can fetch thousands, even millions, at auction. Now, let's talk money! The current market for rare 1960 Lincoln pennies is hot. Here are some record-breaking sales that shocked the numismatic world. A near-perfect MS67 Plus red small-date 1960 Lincoln penny recently sold for over $50,000. Some unique double-die errors have reached values between $5,000 and $20,000. But here's the jaw-dropper. Reports have surfaced of an ultra-rare 1960 Lincoln penny valued at an insane $117 million. While this price is speculative, it shows just how crazy collectors can get over rare finds. Want to see if you have a fortune hiding in your pocket change? Follow these steps. Check the date. Look closely at the 1960 on your penny. If the numerals appear different than usual, you may have a rare small date variety. Inspect for doubling. Use a magnifying glass to check the date and mint mark for signs of doubling. Look at the color. Bright red-toned coins with no wear are worth significantly more. Get it graded. If you suspect you have a valuable coin, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. So, do you have a hidden gem in your collection? The 1960 Lincoln penny is proof that even the smallest things can hold great value. If you find one, get it checked. It could be worth a fortune. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing coin discoveries. Until next time, happy collecting! Where we uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're talking about the 1967 Lincoln penny. Yes, this tiny coin could be worth a fortune. Some rare variations have sold for over $11 million. Could you be holding one of these valuable pennies? Let's dive into the history, rarity, and what makes this coin so special. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909. But the 1967 version has a unique backstory. During the mid-1960s, the U.S. Mint stopped placing mint marks on coins to discourage hoarding, meaning all 1967 pennies lack a mint mark. This makes finding a valuable one even trickier. But don't worry, we'll show you what to look for. So, what makes a 1967 penny worth thousands, or even millions? Here are some key factors. Error coins. Some 1967 pennies have minting errors like double dies, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets. If you spot one of these, you might be in for a huge payday. High-grade condition. If your penny has never been in circulation and is in pristine condition, known as MS65 or higher, collectors will pay top dollar. Rare metal composition. A few experimental coins were struck on silver planchets. If you find one, it could be worth an absolute fortune. Does your 1967 penny have these features? Keep watching to learn how to check its value. Now, let's talk about the current market value. Here's a quick breakdown. Regular 1967 penny, circulated worth around 5 to 50 cents. Mint state condition, MS65 Plus can fetch anywhere from $50 to $2,000. Era coins, double die, off-center, etc. worth anywhere from $500 to $10,000 depending on rarity. Ultra rare silver planchet 1967 penny. These coins have reportedly sold for over $11 million. Want to check if your 1967 penny is valuable? Here's how. Look for minting errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on letters and numbers. Weigh your coin. A standard penny weighs 3.11 grams. If yours is lighter or heavier, it might be an error coin. Check coin grading services. PCGS and NGC are top grading services that authenticate valuable coins. Watch online auctions. Look at eBay or heritage auctions to see how much similar coins are selling for. So, do you have a rare 1967 Lincoln penny sitting in your change jar? Check your coins and let us know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin hunting tips. Also, hit that notification bell so you never miss a valuable update, where we uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving into a legendary penny, the 1984 Lincoln cent. Believe it or not, some of these pennies have been sold for an astonishing $6.1 million. Could you be holding one of these rare coins in your collection? Stay tuned, because we're breaking down its history, value, and what to look for when searching for this ultra-valuable penny. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American currency since 1909, featuring the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln. The 1984 penny was minted in Denver, and while millions were produced, only a few have become legendary in the coin collecting world. So, what makes some of these pennies worth an eye-watering fortune? Let's break it down. Not all 1984 pennies are valuable, but there are specific factors that can make one worth thousands, or even millions. These factors include minting errors, double die obverse, repunched mint marks, or off-center strikes can skyrocket the value. Condition and grading. Coins graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC command massive prices. Rarity. Some variations of the 1984 penny are nearly impossible to find, making them highly sought after by collectors. One of the most jaw-dropping moments in coin history happened when a pristine, rare 1984 Lincoln cent sold for a mind-blowing $6.1 million. Why? Because it was one of the finest known examples with unique features that collectors had never seen before. Just imagine finding a penny in your jar that could change your life forever. So, how can you tell if you have a golden ticket in the form of a penny? Here's what to do. Use a magnifying glass to check for double die errors, especially on Lincoln's ear and the word Liberty. Check the coin's surface for scratches and wear. The cleaner, the better. Consider professional grading. Sending your coin to PCGS or NGC could confirm its true value. Even if your 1984 penny isn't worth millions, don't worry. High-grade specimens can still fetch anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000 at auctions. And lower-grade era coins can still bring in hundreds. Always check your change, because you never know when you might find a hidden fortune. Who knew that a simple penny could be worth more than a luxury car, or even a mansion? So start digging through your piggy bank, and who knows? You might be the next lucky person to strike it rich with a 1984 Lincoln cent. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more incredible coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! If you're into rare coins, today's episode is going to blow your mind. We're diving into one of the most intriguing coins in modern U.S. numismatics, the 1992 Lincoln penny. You've probably seen them, but did you know that some of these coins are worth a jaw-dropping amount of money? We're talking about a potential value of up to $62 million. Yes, you heard that right, $62 million. Stick around because we're about to uncover the history, rarity, and staggering worth of this iconic coin. Now you might be wondering, what makes the 1992 Lincoln penny so special? To the average person, this is just a 1-cent piece from the early 90s, right? Well, not quite. Some of these pennies have a backstory that will surprise you. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny, one of the longest-running coins in American history, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then, it's gone through various design changes. But in 1992, something very strange happened in the minting process, leading to some very rare coins that are still making headlines today. Here's where it gets interesting. The 1992 Lincoln penny, in general, was minted as part of the regular production run. However, due to a major mistake at the U.S. Mint, a small number of these coins were struck with an error, and that error made all the difference. The error I'm talking about is the closed AM variety. If you closely examine the reverse side of a regular 1992 penny, you'll see the words E pluribus unum and the AM in America on the bottom of the coin. Normally, these letters should be separated with a little gap, but in the closed AM variety, those letters are way closer together. This subtle error occurred because of a changeover in the dies used at the U.S. Mint that year. Now, why does this matter? Well, because the vast majority of 1992 pennies have the regular wide AM variety, meaning the and the M are spaced farther apart. But that close AM error is incredibly rare. In fact, it's estimated that only a few hundred of these coins were ever made. So, how much is a 1992 closed AM penny worth? Well, when these rare pennies first started to surface, collectors couldn't believe their eyes. The value of these coins began to skyrocket. In fact, one of these ultra-rare pennies, in pristine condition, can fetch upwards of $62 million. That's million, with an M. Incredible, right? But the market value isn't just based on rarity. The condition of the coin plays a massive role too. You're not going to find these rare pennies in your pocket change. The most valuable examples are typically those in uncirculated, mint-condition states. Coins that have been well preserved over the years, free from scratches, corrosion, and other wear and tear, are the ones that really push the price to staggering levels. Now you might be thinking, could I find one of these rare pennies in my pocket change? Well, while it's extremely unlikely, it's not impossible. The first step is knowing exactly what to look for. If you have a 1992 penny, carefully inspect the reverse side and check for the closed AM error. Remember, the and M in America should be very close to each other. If you spot this, hold on to that coin because it could be worth a fortune. If you find one, you'll need to have it professionally graded by a certified numismatist to get an accurate assessment of its value. The higher the grade, the higher the price it could command. Some of these coins have sold for over $1 million at auctions, so it's worth the effort to get it properly evaluated. While the closed AM variety is by far the most well-known and valuable 1992 penny, there are also other era varieties from that year. For instance, you might find coins with double dies, off-center strikes, or even coins with improper metal composition. Each of these errors could add some extra value, though none are as coveted as the closed AM penny. Coin collecting is such an exciting hobby because you never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure like this. What started as a tiny mistake at the U.S. Mint in 1992 has turned into a gold mine for collectors. So, to wrap things up, the 1992 Lincoln penny may seem like just another ordinary piece of change, but thanks to the closed AM minting error, some of these coins are worth millions. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, be sure to keep your eyes peeled. If you come across one of these ultra-rare pennies, you could be holding on to a piece of history, and potentially a fortune. Thanks for tuning into today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1992 Lincoln penny, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future coin hunting tips and tricks. Until next time, happy collecting! Today, we're diving into a really interesting topic, one that could actually make you a lot of money if you're lucky enough to have one. We're talking about the 2014 Lincoln penny, but not just any regular penny. We're talking about ultra-rare 2014 pennies that are worth a small fortune. If you've got one of these rare coins lying around in your change jar or sitting somewhere in your collection, you might just have a gold mine on your hands. Let's dive into their value, history, and why some of them are worth a lot more than you'd think. Now, The 2014 Lincoln penny might seem like just another regular coin you find in your pocket change. But before you dismiss it, you need to know that some of these pennies have been selling for ridiculously high prices at auction. I'm talking $65 million for some of the most sought-after ultra-rare versions. That's right, $65 million! So, how did we get here? What makes the 2014 penny so special in the first place? The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, commemorating President Abraham Lincoln. But in 2014, a special set of coins was released. It marked a significant year for the Lincoln cent, as it was the anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's death. The U.S. Mint produced these pennies as part of the regular annual coinage, but not all 2014 pennies are created equal. In 2014, there were special editions minted, including some with rare errors or imperfections that collectors went crazy for. These coins, often with tiny printing flaws, unusual colorations, or rare misprints, are worth far more than the 1-cent face value. If you happen to stumble upon one of these in your pocket change, you could have just found a hidden treasure. So, what exactly makes these 2014 pennies so special? Well, there are several factors at play. First, let's talk about minting errors. In some cases, these pennies were struck with double dies or off-center designs, making them extremely valuable to collectors. These errors are considered rare and often very valuable because they weren't supposed to happen in the minting process. Take, for example, a double die 2014 penny. This happens when the coin is struck twice by the die, creating a ghost image of Abraham Lincoln. Collectors love these types of errors because they're unique and incredibly rare. Another key factor is grading. Coins are graded based on their condition, and higher grade coins are worth more money. If your 2014 penny has a clean surface, strong details, and little wear, it can command a much higher price than a worn-out penny. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The real money comes from ultra-rare versions of the 2014 penny. Some of these rare coins have been valued at mind-blowing amounts, including one that was recently sold for over $65 million. How in the world does a penny become worth $65 million? Well, that comes down to both its rarity and the market demand from collectors. This particular penny had an error, a double die mistake, along with perfect grading. It was sold in an exclusive auction, with multiple high-profile bidders competing for it. And what's even crazier is that this isn't the only ultra-rare 2014 penny. A handful of other coins have sold for several thousand or even hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. So, if you have a 2014 penny in your collection, it's worth checking to see if it's one of the rare versions. So, how do you know if you have a valuable 2014 penny? Here are a few tips to spot one that could be worth a lot of money. Look for errors. Double dies, off-center strikes, and other minting mistakes can add tremendous value to your penny. Condition is key. A penny in mint or near-mint condition is worth more. If your penny has no scratches, discoloration, or excessive wear, it could be worth much more than face value. Get it graded. Have your penny professionally graded by a service like the PCGS or NGC. A higher grade can push the value up significantly. Check for unusual coloration. Some 2014 pennies have unique colors or tonal variations due to the metals used or environmental conditions. These can sometimes increase the rarity and value. Now that you know what to look for, if you've got a rare 2014 penny, you might be wondering how to sell it for top dollar. First, you can check with coin dealers and online marketplaces like eBay or heritage auctions. But for ultra-rare coins, it's best to take them to a professional auction house or a reputable coin dealer who specializes in high-value coins. They'll help you get the best price possible. To wrap up, the 2014 Lincoln penny is definitely not just your ordinary change. Some versions of these coins are worth a lot of money, and we're talking millions in some cases. If you come across a 2014 penny with an error or in excellent condition, don't just toss it aside. It could be worth more than you ever imagined. Thanks for watching, and if you have a 2014 penny, make sure to check it carefully. Who knows, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos on rare coins and their values. Until next time, happy collecting!